One of them next there. There we go. And then you can just do program and mute that.
Aye.
Ms. Grant?
Aye.
Mr. Valtier is aye. Mr. Wagner?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Valtorez, will you please read the vision statement?
Sure. Through expectations of excellence and by providing equitable education opportunities to empower each student, our graduates are prepared for college careers and to serve as contributing members of a dynamic global society.
Do we have any public comments? No. No? Okay. So we'll go to the consent agenda. Anyone like to pull anything? Or is that pulled? Okay. Consent agenda.
No, yeah. Are you gonna pull something? Yeah, I'd like to separate the transportation.
Transportation.
Yes, please. And I'd like to separate personnel.
Pardon?
I'd like to separate the personnel report, please.
Okay, what do you want out?
I just would like to vote on it separately.
Separately?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we're gonna vote on each one of these. We can vote on each one separately. We only have three.
There's only three, right? Okay, thank you.
Transportation. May I have a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Discussion?
Don't we have to amend it?
Yes, we do because
The amount.
Amend it? Or,
You really don't have to, we don't have to amend it tonight.
well, let's,
we could do one each individually. We are anyway.
no, to amend the transportation, because if we're going to,
1% that she's speaking of, and so that would change things. Is that what you're saying, Amanda, with the?
right, or,
She's saying.
I'm saying if we're gonna do this, then let's do it and let's get everything in place by September 1st.
That's correct.
Yes, so, I mean, I'm in favor of amending the motion. Is that something that we can do?
Yes, we can.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Make a motion to amend the transportation to include the 1% for PMS.
Actually, it's 1.2 million.
The 1.2 million. Okay. 1.2 million for PMSA.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Discussion.
Okay.
Mr. Lewis, how much do we have in the transportation fund and what is the impact of this going to be?
I did not bring my financials with me to see, but we can afford it. We do have a very good fund balance, especially owing to COVID, when the state gave us a lot of money that we did not use because transportation wasn't provided for that period.
Wasn't that money moved over to the education fund though?
No,
No. So our transportation fund is intact?
it's solid.
Do you know approximately how much is in our
It's
transportation
a few
fund?
million.
3 million?
Yes, it's a few million. I think it's north of 3 million,
Because this is going to be 4.6 million.
of which 70% is going to come back. It won't come back until 24, but it'll come back. You're reimbursed in arrears. So the money that we're getting in 22, 23 is for the expenditures that took place in 21, 22.
Correct. Okay, is this going to put a damper on our overall budget?
Not at all.
You just said we're secure.
So we'll get 3.29 reimbursed, I mean, at the 70% in 2024, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so, oh, sorry, we're still in discussion.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Okay, so I asked a bunch of questions about this, and I think just in the interest of transparency, we should share that with the public. So I don't know if Dr. Henderson, you would like to explain how this came about? Just so people know, like, this is such a huge change, I think we should provide the background.
Absolutely. Actually, community board president, vice president, secretary, and board members, and colleagues and community. We are excited to share with you that back in the 21-22 academic school year, we reassessed all 3 schools' title programs, and we applied and have been bestowed the honor, and I see it as that, as a Title I school for all 3 schools throughout the district. Thus, we will be able to offer transportation to the scholars and parents of the entire Proviso school district.
All right.
A quick question, Dr. Henderson. One of the issues that was faced previously with the Title I designation for selective enrollment school was due to the fact that it was selective enrollment, and that was one of the reasons that we were not getting Title I monies for PMSA. Is PMSA no longer a selective enrollment school?
It will still be a selective enrollment school.
Okay. How does the Title I standard, I mean, I think it's incredibly positive that we're going to have transportation for the students. I think that's amazing. But how does this Title I standing, is there any impact to the PMSA IB curriculum or anything else that is?
There's no impact, impact at all whatsoever on the academics of Proviso, of PMSA.
And
The only thing here is eligibility. Most of our students, fall below, it's an income base. That's it. These are the same children across the district. So we are entitled to that. And that is a good thing, people. We do have children performing at a high level, even though their income may not be that high. So that's a good thing for the entire community, the scholars and parents alike. We will be providing transportation to all students across the district.
Mr. Lewis, one more question. Do we need to pay on this contract, do we need to pay this $4.6 million upfront?
Absolutely not. They'll bill us on a monthly basis. This is normally how it happens.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is the cost for late, there was some activity buses?
Yes.
Additional activity buses? What is the cost going to be on those activity buses, extras? Because we really got paid, we were really being charged quite a bit of money with the extras, the last minute buses, the transportation from PMSA to East, PMSA to West, that type of thing. We were getting a huge charge. Are they going to start charging us on the same basis as, are any of those charges changing?
I don't see the activity bus charges changing in your document. You'll see what the activity buses cost.
Page 2.
And I just don't have the previous charge, so I knew that it was,
Okay, yes, and I not that granular, knowing the numbers.
you know, but it really adds up really
It's
fast.
right here. Single run rate. Single run rate, education, field trips, athletic events, etc.
Yeah, I wanted to see
It's right there.
no, compared to what we were charged last time in the contract.
I don't think it'll be the same, especially with gas prices.
Right, I just wanted to know what the increase was.
I don't have that information this evening, but let me get that to you. And again, community, I just would like for you all to know that I've been in contact or in conversation with our board member who has been on this board for 23 years, who have been pushing to ensure that all scholars receive bus transportation to and from school. So we're really happy, Ms. Teresa L. Kelly. Thank you.
And one more thing that we had discussed in closed session, can you talk about the bus schedules and how families will find out about their bus schedules and bus stops?
Those families, you all will be finding out about this as early as tomorrow. It's good news. But you will get this information tomorrow and a letter to you tomorrow before noon tomorrow.
A letter to each family?
A letter to each family. With the bus routes.
Are we gonna have an application?
Excuse me,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ms. Kelly, did you call Rodney?
We're going to be able to have this woven into the application for the bus services that we currently have, so those parents from PMSA will be able to log in also.
That is
to the
correct.
app. Okay.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Doc.
We'll have all of that information in this particular letter.
Amanda?
Sorry, I thought of one more question about the buses, because we still have our own district-owned activity buses. Will we still be using those to cut down the
Absolutely.
cost?
We will be utilizing those buses, particularly for students from PMSA, taking them to their own school for
Okay.
athletics, east or west.
Okay, great, thank you.
Anything else, Madam President?
Okay.
And do we have any more discussion? If not, please call the roll, Mr. Delperez.
I have some discussion.
One moment, please, Ms. Patterson.
Let me just say, I think this is an excellent idea. Parents and the community where their students actually attend PMSA have been asking, why don't we have bus service? There's history behind that as well for when Proviso Math and Science first opened. I was on the opposite side of the table and familiar with the reason that they didn't have bus service. However, it is a great thing. Earlier this evening, I heard some, maybe I may not be using the right word, pushback. But anytime you're spending money on students, there shouldn't be any. There shouldn't be any. Because that's what the money is for. It's for our students. And so I'm really excited. Thank you, Dr. Henderson, for putting through for Title I, because all of these kids come from the same place. I had heard that when in one area, I don't know if it was Stone Park or North Lake, where the trailer park people, individual parents there had put together a petition, because they are coming from a little bit of a distance. So I'm just excited that we are doing a great work in spite of what few think. This board is moving forward. That's it. Thank you.
Madam President,
Yes, sir.
discussion. Real quick, the community needs to understand also that as well as putting the historical nature of this, because we put the 8-period day back at East and West starting this year, and built into the providing of this special education or wonderful opportunity for the community in PMSA was also the inequity of parents having to drive their children. So across the board now, you really have what we can consider real equity in Proviso Township. You don't have one school having to bring parents, which would separate them in the community. So if my child likes school, I have to drive them. Versus if children like school and are in certain areas but don't want to go here, they get a bus. We have to understand as adults how we can intrinsically divide our students and divide our own communities by the very governance that we provide. Well, thank you, Dr. Henderson, for correcting that for Proviso Township. Yes, sir. Thank you, Madam President, Madam Vice President, and this board for correcting that. Because not only is this a win for the parents at PMSA, it's a win for the community. Because we're modeling what real equity looks like in a community in both the 8-period day and now with the miraculous work of the administration at the last hour. But I'm sure those parents, when they wake up on Thursday, are going to be extremely happy to know that they do not have to leave early or make special arrangements. I know there's a parent on my block whose son goes here and they carpool. They have to switch their schedules and make sure that they can get 2 and 3 blocks that some days they'll pick up and some days they'll drop off. It's a real feat to get from certain parts of the township here. But thanks to your administration and Ms. Kelly's tenaciousness and steadfastness over all these years, we're just doing it, and it's real community. This is not just politics or anything. These are real things happening, and I just want to drive around on Thursday morning. I'm going to go talk to my neighbor when I get out of here and just look at these parents' faces when they know that their children can now get on a bus and they don't have to make special arrangements this year. So thank you, board, thank you, Dr. Henderson and the administration. Thank you, Jerry.
Is there any further discussion?
Yeah, discussion. Mr. Alexander, I want to correct you on something.
Go ahead.
It's not a miracle. It's knowledge, strategy, and hard work.
Amen.
Sorry about that. The miracle's the last option, I hope.
Thank you, sir. I stand corrected.
Okay, no problem.
Is there any more discussion? If not, Mr. Beltorez, please call the roll.
Mr. Alexander,
Aye.
Ms. Kelly,
Aye.
Ms. Medina,
Aye.
Ms. Patterson,
Aye.
Ms. Grant,
Aye.
Mr. Valtier's aye, Mr. Wagner.
Aye.
Motion carries.
That was the amended motion, right?
Correct.
Okay. Just making sure.
May I have a motion to approve the equipment disposal?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Discussion?
No discussion.
Hearing none, Mr. Beltorez, please call the roll.
Mr. Alexander,
Aye.
Ms. Kelly,
Aye.
Ms. Medina,
Nay.
Ms. Patterson,
Aye.
Ms. Grant,
Aye.
Mr. Valtier's aye, Mr. Wagner.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion carried. C, may I have a motion to approve the personnel report?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Yes, discussion. I know we covered, again, some things in executive session. If you could just go over that, Dr. Henderson, so we can let people know where we are on vacancies.
Yes, we talked about the vacancies that we currently have open. At West High School, we had 2 math vacancies, and we had 2 special ed vacancies. And those are just the content areas only that we're talking about. And then at Proviso Math and Science Academy, we had 0 vacancies. And at East, we have 1 math vacancy, 2 English vacancies, content area. That's it.
And one Spanish.
Oh, and 1 Spanish, thank you. And 1 Spanish vacancy.
What about the other content area? What about the other areas, like PE?
Yeah, so
or anything?
PE, we have candidates for PE, which is interviewing.
You're interviewing. How many vacancies?
1.
one PE vacancy. How many aren't?
None,
Any music?
none.
So in what areas do we have other vacancies?
Librarian, a librarian. And that's it. So we will be starting school with highly qualified teachers in every classroom, with the exception of those that we just informed you of. But please do know, we are still interviewing. Yes, ma'am.
I know at the town halls, you had mentioned that there was the option of the 6th assignment for teachers. Have any teachers taken
Yes.
us up on that?
Yes, some teachers have.
Okay, so that's gonna cover some of these vacancies until we can get permanent teachers?
That is correct.
Okay, are we, for those that we do not have vacancies for, and we're doing the kind of e-learning situation, using technology to make sure we have,
We're not doing that just yet.
no? Okay.
No, we're not doing that just yet. We are still interviewing. So just as we talked about the vacancies last week, where we had 4 and 2, 4 math at East, 4 math at West, we don't have that problem anymore because we're interviewing aggressively
Okay,
to backfill these positions.
okay, and just in case, do we have any substitutes on board?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so,
And we will be hiring additional substitutes. I believe that communication came to me today, September 9th.
okay, so there's gonna be an adult in every classroom.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm just-
Absolutely.
The town hall was really scary. The town hall was scary, I'm not gonna lie. So I just wanna make sure that, you know, we're starting this as strong as we can. And so these are very different numbers than what was presented
Absolutely.
last week.
Yeah,
Okay,
and we are excited about that.
okay.
What about technology? Are we gonna have more support for the students this year?
We're doing just fine in the area of technology. Thank you.
Is there any further discussion?
I have some.
Mr. Patterson?
I want the record to reflect that students should be supervised at all times. At all times. At all times. You can have a certified person in the classroom. You can even have a teacher aide in the classroom if they are of good character. I really wish we would stop attempting to paint a picture that you have people amongst children that are not certified. Students must be supervised at all times. Now, if you want me to get real technical, even when they go to the bathroom. At all times. But we do afford our high school students an opportunity to walk to the bathroom without supervision. We have teachers in place. We don't have folks standing before our students that are not certified. I don't know where that's coming from. But I don't want the community to think that's what's going on, because I can't sit here knowing that that's not true. It's not true. Sorry.
Any further discussion? If not, Mr. Valtorez, please call the roll.
Mr. Alexander,
Aye.
Ms. Kelly,
Aye.
Ms. Medina,
Come back to me.
Ms. Patterson,
Aye.
Ms. Grant,
Aye.
Mr. Valtier's aye, Mr. Wagner,
Aye.
Ms. Medina,
Aye.
motion carries.
May I have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
There's 2 more points on the agenda. There's old business and new business.
We don't have that. We don't have
It says it on the agenda.
it. Not on the posted agenda. Mr. Valtorez, please call the roll.
Mr. Alexander,
Aye.
Ms. Kelly,
Aye.
Ms. Medina,
Nay.
Ms. Patterson,
Aye.
Ms. Grant,
Nay.
Mr. Valtier's aye, Mr. Wagner,
Aye.
motion carries.
Okay.